Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Sree. I'm from Hyderabad, working as an associate professor in Sree Engineering College. Today, on the occasion of the Sustainable Development Goals presentations, I'm going to present you a Goal 7, that is affordable and clean energy. What is this first SDG? What about this SDG? What is this? Who started this? When it is started? What are the goals of this? What are the different goals? Why I have chosen goal 7 only? So let's look into that briefly. So SDG is nothing but a sustainable development goals. That is, it is understood as satisfying the needs of the present generation without compromising the needs of future generation. So this can be in different aspects, you can say, that is satisfying the needs of present generation and compromising the needs of future generation, like to minimize the pollution, for minimizing the environmental damage, for minimizing the extrusion of the resources, and to improve economic growth and material welfare. And also all the resources which we have get should be equally given and distributed between the rich and the poor people. So this is for SDGs. For why it is? For the better and more sustainable future for everyone, these sustainable development goals are the blueprint. These goals tells about climate change, environmental degradation, peace and justice, poverty, inequality, energy, etc. The main aim is to achieve all these 17 goals by the end of 2030. And these are all interconnected such a way that one causes the other and one goal is the reason for the other one. What these goals are meant for? These goals are meant for, as we said, to minimize or to end the poverty and also the pollution mainly, and so that we can protect and improve the lives of everyone at every place. So this was developed a 15-year plan in the year 2015 by UN member states, and this 15-year plan is almost ends at 2030. So these goals has to be achieved by end of 2030. What are these goals and challenges includes? These goals and challenges includes day-to-day running of cities with business, budgets, transportations, climate, public spaces, housing, energy, etc. Even though some progress is made in many aspects, but still there is a lot to achieve and how to speed up the process which have to be accomplished by 2030. So these are the sustainable goals, some of the 17 goals what we mentioned here. So that is no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, the quality of education, gender equality, clean water and sanitations, and the clean and affordable energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructure, and the goal number 10 comes as reduced inequalities, and the 11 as sustainable cities and communities and the respectable and productions, and also climate actions, life below the water, life on the land, peace, just and strong institutions, partnerships for the roles. And why I have chosen goal 7, that is affordable and clean energy, is the number of people with electricity increased for 78 to 87% in the last years, and without electricity are just below 1 billion among all Indians. So as the population is continuously growing, the demand of cheap energy and an economy reliant on fossil fuels is creating drastic changes to our climate. Investing in solar, wind and thermal power, improving energy productivity and ensuring energy for all is vital if we are to achieve these SDG goals by 2030. If we observe, in every season there is a climatic change. This climatic change is due to the energy whatever is produced on the earth only. 60% of the greenhouse gases that are produced by energy only presently. So if you expand the infrastructure and upgrading technology to provide clean and more efficient energy in all countries will encourage growth and help of the environment. So what are the different energy sources available? So generally energy sources are what you see day to day for your automobiles, for your nuclear powers, that are oil, coal, nuclear reactors, etc. And these causes, we call it as a fossil fuels. These are harmful and unsustainable. and it is required to implement the way to consume and produce energy to avoid pollution and climate change, which is one of the biggest survival problem in present scenario, right? So these fossil fuels are not much recommendable at present situations because it causes lots and lots of pollution and also health hazards. The other one is other energy sources are renewable energies. So these renewable energy solutions are becoming cheaper, more reliable and more efficient day by day. As per the records from resources, it is observed that the renewable energy sources are the main source of energy, that is almost 20% of the energy day to day we are using and it is creating or generating in the earth or in the world is due to the renewable energy sources only. That is due to by wind or due to hydropower or due to solar or geothermal or biomass. If you observe in India, most of the cities or most of the states are using solar power only. So the energy that is coming into households and also into companies and in many communities, they are all with solar only. So what are the main targets in front of us for the goal 7? The main targets are, first one is access to all reliable and modern energy services. That is, energy has to be given to each and everyone. It should be accessible to all the people. And also the second goal is, the second target I can say is increase the share of renewable energy in the global level. So it has to be double the renewable energy so that the usage of renewable energy automatically decreases the usage of fossil fuels. So which you can reduce the pollution, environment you can save, and also for everyone you can give a pleasant and also clean and green energy to everyone. And the other one is the main target is you have to improve the efficiency of the energy. The fossil fuels will give some sort of an efficiency and renewable energy also gives efficiency. But the energy if we use through renewable energy sources, the efficiency should be more. So we have to use the improvement techniques to improve the energy due to solar or due to geothermal or due to biomass, whatever the renewable energy sources which are in future. And the encourage the research and developments on green and clean energy and promote accessibilities for each and every educational system. So the students and also the research and educational development people have to come up with more and more projects, more and more products in renewable energy usages so that we can save the earth. And the other one is expand and upgrade energy services for developing the countries. So these are the main targets in front of us what we have to focus on in present time. So what India is taking challenges. So what are the challenges for India at present state? So if you see 37% of the households and even are having using this energy, but even though we have 96% are electrified, the reason is some households don't have connections due to unavailability of the grids at their locations. And of course, even though grids are present, the lack of affordability of the people, many people, they couldn't take any connections even though the places are having kids. So this electricity distribution to each and everyone is the main challenge that India is facing in the present scenario. That means if we have grid connections, we can't afford that energy. If you can able to afford, we don't have the grid connection at the particular areas or the locations to be electrified. So this has to be seriously viewed. The low level of private sector investments in power projects and also the inadequate natural gas and coal supplies, the lack of business models for renewable energy projects. So for this, I suggest the R&D people or the students have to come up with new innovative ideas and new innovative projects so that the business models will be developed and also it gives more and more ideas, innovations which can be used to create renewable energy sources as much as useful in present day scenario. And insufficient supply of electricity to remote areas. The main problem is not of the availability, rather affordability. So what India is doing on this? India is on mission on energy. That is, they started national solar missions. They started one sun, one world and one grid. And also they are generating energy at low pollution and also of zero cost and setting up of offshore wind power projects as a wind power utilization and geothermal energy projects and also battery technologies for photovoltaic or solar energies. So Our Prime Minister Dr. PM Modi sir, he has developed a future. His vision is to see the renewable energy as a future. So he's building a sustainable future with renewable energies. So as already India achieved 100 gigawatts milestone of installed renewable energy capacity, and is also under installation of 27 gigawatts that is under tendering, and 50 gigawatts renewable energy infrastructure under installation. And it has also enhanced its ambition to install 450 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity by 2030. And we hope so many projects like this has to come onto the future, so that the energy will be clean and green, the fossil fuels usage will be reduced, and the renewable energy sources will be increased. So at an end, a conclusion note, I can say everyone's need is a prime source of innovation. So if we need something, automatically we innovate something, whether it is exactly useful or whether exactly the product or what. So you start from your door, start from your place where you are sitting or standing, and automatically the clean and green energy will present in everyone's door. So this is my conclusion. So thank you very much for providing me this opportunity to give a small note of the energy that is affordable, and also the energy that is clean and green, so that we can reduce the pollution, we can make our lives healthy, and also we can reduce our life as clean and green. So thank you very much. I hope we can achieve this goal at the end of 2030 as one of the sustainable development goals. So I am putting my hand to achieve this. So I request everyone to raise your hands, add with me, so that we can achieve the goals by 2030. Thank you. Thank you one and all.